Hello everyone, and a very warm welcome to another lesson. In this lesson, we are going to learn about IELTS Writing Task 2. In this lesson, we are going to learn about how to write the advantage-disadvantage essay. In the previous lesson, I uploaded a video how to write the main body and the conclusion. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to write the introduction of exactly the same question. So if you want to get the complete essay, ensure that you watch the video on how to write the main body and the conclusion. Now, before we get into the lesson, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I promise you will not regret it because I always upload very, very helpful content. So, let's get into our lesson. When it comes to IELTS Writing Task 2, you're expected to write 250 words. And you normally have 40 minutes to do that. Also, when it comes to writing task 2, it is exactly the same for the general training students and the IELTS academic students. So the advanced students and the beginner students write exactly the same type of writing task 2. The task is also assessed in exactly the same way. The only difference is that for the general training students, you usually get easier questions. Now, the first thing that you do when you get your question is ensure that you understand it very well. And how do you do that? You read the question and you underline all the keywords in the question. After you have done that, it is important to plan your essay in terms of the points that you're going to include in your essay. Let's read the question. The rise of fast food has helped people keep up with busy modern lifestyle. What are the advantages of this trend? Do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages? So the first part of the question, the rise of fast food has helped people keep up with our busy modern lifestyle. That sentence simply means that nowadays people eat a lot of fast food, like for example, burgers, fries, kebab, okay? People eat a lot of fast food. And the argument is that that has helped people to cope or to deal with their modern lifestyles. Nowadays, people are very busy. They don't have time to cook. Instead, they go to fast food restaurants where they buy fast food. That is the first part of the question. Then the second part, what are the advantages? So what are the advantages? What are the benefits of fast food in our modern lifestyle? What are the benefits of eating fast food? How does that benefit you? And then the third part is, do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages? So, do the benefits of eating fast food exceed the negatives? Okay, outweigh means exceed. Are they more? Okay, are they more important? All right, so that's what this question is asking you. Do the advantages, because yes, the eating of fast food has some advantages. It has some benefits, as we saw in the main body essay. Okay, in the video that I uploaded about how to write the main body and the conclusion, I talked a lot about the advantages of fast food. But I also talked about the disadvantages of eating fast food. Now, when you put them in balance, which one wins? Is it the advantages or is it the disadvantages? Would you rather eat fast food and get sick, or would you rather not eat fast food? Okay, so which one outweighs the other? Which one wins? Is it the advantages or the disadvantages? So once you have understood the question, you then have to write 4 paragraphs. Your writing task 2 should have 4 paragraphs. You should have the introduction. You should have body paragraph 2 and body paragraph 3, and then after that you should write the conclusion. So you need 4 paragraphs. Remember, you have 40 minutes to write, so you have to be very quick because you need to read the question, you need to understand the question, plan, and then you begin writing your introduction. So what is it that the examiner is looking for in the introduction? In the introduction, the examiner is going to give you marks based on 2 things. The first thing is the background statement. What should you put in the background statement? It is very simple to write the background statement because all you have to do is read the statement that IELTS has given you and then rewrite it using your own words. Okay? Read the statement that IELTS has given you and then rewrite it using your own words. How do you do that? You read every single word and then you find a synonym for it. A synonym is a word that means exactly the same. So you try and find synonyms for all the words in the statement that IELTS has provided you with. However, you are allowed to retain some words. Some words will not change. For example, a table is a table. People are people. A computer is a computer. So try as much as possible and change the words in the statement that IELTS has provided you with, but ensure that you retain the original meaning. Retain means keep the original meaning. Now, some students make a mistake of simply copying IELTS statement. IELTS will not accept that statement as your own. It's not yours, it belongs to IELTS. So when it comes to the background statement, you will not get marks for that because you simply copied IELTS statement. So please do not copy IELTS statement. Instead, paraphrase it and ensure that you retain the original meaning. Do not change the meaning. Instead, simply replace the words with synonyms. Now, how do you do that? Let's do it together. Let's read the statement. The rise of fast food has helped people keep up with our busy modern lifestyle. So let's begin changing it now. The rise of fast food. I have replaced that with an increase. An increase means a rise. So the synonym for rise there is increase. Okay? And then we have of fast food. Now, if you wanted, you could write of convenient food, of convenience food. Fast food, the synonym for fast food is convenience food. Convenience food. the rise of fast food, an increase in the consumption of convenience food. Consumption simply means eating. Remember, this is a Band 8, Band 9 essay. So I have to use vocabulary that is a little bit more challenging. Okay? So instead of rise, I used increase. And then I introduced a new word there because I chose the word increase. So an increase in the consumption. Consumption simply means the eating of. Okay? To consume is to eat. If you want a higher band, instead of using eating, you can use consumption. Okay? So, has helped people. Has helped people keep up with. Okay? So, has, instead of helped, I have replaced the word helped with enabled. Enabled and helped mean exactly the same. Has helped people, has enabled people. Then the next one is keep up with. Keep up with. That is a phrasal verb which means to cope. To keep up with is to cope. Okay? So instead of saying to keep up with, you can say to cope with. And then the other part is busy. Busy, I have replaced the word busy with hectic. If I say I've had a hectic day, it means I've had a very busy day. So the synonym for hectic is busy. And then the next word is modern. Modern. I have replaced the word modern with the word contemporary. Remember, it's a Band 8, Band 9 essay. Okay? Modern means contemporary. Okay? And then finally we have the word lifestyle. A lifestyle, I have replaced that with way of life. Way of life means exactly the same as lifestyle. Contemporary means modern. Hectic means busy. To cope with means to keep up with. Okay? And then people are people. That we do not change. Remember what I said at the beginning. Paraphrase IELTS statement, but some words will remain the same, such as people. Okay? And then enabled is a synonym for helped. And then convenience food is also called fast food. Okay? And then an increase, we replace that with the rise. An increase means rise. Okay? So that's how you write the background statement. It's the easiest part of your writing task 2. Simply rewrite IELTS statement in your own words, but ensure that you don't change the original meaning. And as you can see, my background statement is just one sentence. And that is because IELTS statement is also one sentence. So I would encourage you to write just one sentence for your background statement, unless IELTS original statement is 2 sentences. However, if you wish, you can write 2 sentences, but do not complicate your life. You've only got 40 minutes. So that's what the examiner is looking for in the top part of your introduction. After that, the examiner is looking for the thesis statement in your introduction. The thesis statement. How do you write the thesis statement? In your thesis statement, you simply need to state your personal opinion. Because remember, you have been asked a question, and the question is, Do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages? IELTS has asked you that question. So in your thesis statement, you need to directly answer that question by stating your personal opinion as to whether the advantages outweigh the disadvantages. Okay? Do the benefits of eating fast food exceed the disadvantages? Are the advantages more important? Or do you think the disadvantages are more important? Which one outweighs the other? Which one wins? Before you begin eating fast food, or before you continue eating fast food, are you going to think about the advantages, or are you going to think about the disadvantages? What is going to stop you from eating fast food? Is it the advantages, or is it the disadvantages? Okay, that's what that last part of the question is asking you. Now, after you have stated your personal opinion, where you directly answer the question that IELTS has asked you, you must give a reason why. So, in your thesis statement, state your personal opinion as to whether the advantages outweigh the disadvantages, and then say why, very briefly, why. In the wider spectrum of things, why? Okay? Just a general reason is enough. Because your thesis statement really is your answer. It is your answer to the question. So in the first part of your thesis statement, answer IELTS question directly, and then after that, write the reason why. So, how do you write it based on our question? The disadvantages of eating fast food most certainly do exceed the benefits. The disadvantages of eating fast food most certainly do exceed the benefits, because health should always take first precedence. The disadvantages of eating fast food most certainly do exceed the benefits, because health should always take first precedence. So in the first part of my thesis statement, I stated my personal opinion, and that is the fact that the disadvantages of eating fast food outweigh the advantages of eating fast food. Okay? The disadvantages of eating fast food, for example, in my video that I just uploaded, I talked about, in the main body, I talked about how eating fast food could lead to health problems, heart diseases, for example, obesity, okay? So, for that reason, no matter what the advantages are, I feel the disadvantages of eating fast food exceed the benefits. So even though there are some benefits of eating fast food, like for example, it's very convenient, it's very quick, you don't have to cook, it saves on your energy bill, like I discussed in the main body, even though there are so many benefits, the disadvantages of eating fast food are so serious that I would consider not eating fast food at all, despite the fact that there are so many benefits. So for that reason, the disadvantages of eating fast food most certainly do exceed the benefits. And the reason for that is because health should always take first precedence. What that means, health should always take first precedence. It means that health should always come first. Precedence means first. It should always come first. Your health should always come first. No matter how tasty the fast food is, your health should always come first. If it's going to cause health problems, then I would rather not eat it. okay? Because health should always take first precedence. So that is my answer to the question that IELTS has asked me directly. Do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages? No, in my opinion, the disadvantages of eating fast food most certainly do exceed the benefits, because health should always take first precedence. Okay? So if you wish, in the thesis statement, right at the beginning, you could add the words "in my opinion." Okay? You can say, "In my opinion, comma, the disadvantages of eating fast food most certainly do exceed the benefits, because health should always take first precedence." Okay? In my opinion, I strongly believe that the disadvantages of eating fast food most certainly do exceed the benefits, because health should always take first precedence. Now, the reason why I did not put "in my opinion" at the beginning is because I use a phrase "most certainly do exceed," which is also emphatic of my personal opinion. But feel free, you can write at the beginning of the thesis statement here that in my opinion, the disadvantages of eating fast food most certainly do exceed the benefits, because health should always take first precedence. Okay? So that is how you write the introduction for this particular essay on advantage, disadvantage. Remember to watch the other video of how to write the main body and the conclusion, so that you have a complete essay which you can use as a framework or a reference point to write during your IELTS test. Okay? Now, if you found this lesson helpful at all, then please do not forget to subscribe to this channel for more useful content. I promise you will not regret it. And give this video a thumbs up and share the video on all your social media platforms. And for those of you who are already subscribed to the channel, thank you very much. And remember, I upload videos on so many useful topics in English. If you have a look at my playlist, you will find videos on grammar, you will find videos on vocabulary, you will find videos on all the tenses in English if that's your weaker area. You will find videos about phrasal verbs, for example. So there is a lot more. And of course, you will find videos about IELTS speaking, Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. There are plenty of cue cards on Part 2 and Part 3, and also a lot of other videos on IELTS speaking Part 1. And finally, before I sign off, if you're going to be sitting for your IELTS speaking test or writing task or whatever part of your IELTS test you're going to be sitting for, I wish you all the best. Remember, you can do it. All you have to do is practice, because practice makes perfect. All right? Now, thank you very much, and see you in our next lesson. And do not forget to subscribe. Bye-bye.